Amazing. All right. Welcome, everyone. My name is Darlise Calix. I'm the developer marketing manager here at DevPost. And today we'll be having the Global AI Hackathon series with Qwen Cloud. We'll be doing a build session. So we'll go over a short demo about the hackathon itself, the products, as well as any questions you all may have. So before jumping in, just some housekeeping on how to effectively use this space. This is a Zoom webinar, and so down below, you'll be able to ask questions via the Q&A feature. And so you should see if you're on a computer, so hopefully you are. If you are on a computer, you can click on more and then click on Q&A, and then you'll be able to ask any questions there. So hopefully you all came with questions that you want to ask. But yeah, that'll be the session for today. We'll keep it really short in terms of like the demo and the session, and then we'll go jump right into the Q&A. But if for any reason that we can't address all the questions that we get, you can still ask the questions in the discussions tab of the hackathon, which we'll drop the link in there again if you aren't registered for for this hackathon yet. All right. So give me some thumbs up, give me some reactions, give me some hearts, give me some confetti if you're ready, if you're excited, if you're looking forward to this session. And I'm excited to hand this over to Feb from the Alibaba team, who will introduce herself and we'll get started.
Hi, hi everyone. My name is Fab. I'm from the Alibaba team. Yeah, very excited to meet all of you today and answering some of your questions as well. Should we just start? Okay.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. Let me quickly share my screen. Oopsie, not this one. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen? I hope all
Yes.
of you. Maybe give some reactions in the chat if you able to see it. Yeah, so I think thank you so much for joining today's sessions. I think I saw in the group chat earlier there's a lot of people coming from London, Pakistan, Vietnam, um, mostly I think in all different time zones. My name is Feb. I'm based in Jakarta, Indonesia actually. So I think today we will cover about introduction about Qwen Cloud. If you uh, don't know yet about Qwen Cloud, and then I will give you some example of how you can use Qwen Cloud in your project, as well as I think at the end we're gonna do some Q&A to answer some of your questions about the hackathon itself. So yeah, I think let's get started. So for Qwen Cloud, so if you are new and haven't heard yet about Qwen Cloud is tools and platform for you developers to get in touch and create basically using our models, tools, and our API basically for developing your agents and AI native tools and solutions. It's pretty new. We just launched Quen Cloud, I think, last month. So this is our first hackathon as well. Yeah. Um, so for Quen Cloud, you can go to quencloud.com to register and create your account. And then after that, you will see the similar screen like the one that I have right now. Uh, that's showed that you already sign in. And let's go to the quick introductions. I think it's easier. I think today I will share a bit more about the use cases on how you can use QuenCloud in your project. We gonna build a travel research agent that can do search destination and attractions, check weather conditions in your place to go, and then create estimated travel budget as well as plan your day-to-day itineraries. So if you want to check the code, let me quickly share the sample code link in the group chat. Give me 1 second. Eh, Can I message to everyone? So if you are not able to see my message, I think you can sorry, not this one. Wrong URL. So you can go to this. Why it's not copying my message? So basically it's bit.ly/sample dash QC dash travel. So here you can see the basic code that we're gonna use for today's demo. Yeah, I think that's the link. So we want to make an agent that not only answering the questions but also can do some actions. So usually, typically for chatbot, we type some input and context for them, and then they can just reply to us. For example, for this, Bali is nice to visit, and some suggestions. But for our agent today, I think it will also help us to search the destinations, check the weather, check the estimated budget for our trip, and create an itinerary. The Cuenca overview itself, I mentioned briefly earlier about the website URL. So hopefully you already all registered. In Cuenca, we do have quite a lot of models available. So not only Alibaba own models like Qwen, Happy Horse, and One, but we also hosted some third-party model as well, like DeepSeek and uh, GLM and stuff. So I think later you can check as well. So in our Coin Cloud, I can share with you. This is our model marketplace. So you can check all the available models that you can use for the hackathon here. Next, we also built Coin Cloud with agent first architecture in mind. So if you can see in our landing page, you can also use CoinCloud for your agent and add that as a skill. And we also give a free tier for the new accounts. So each of the models available will receive 1 million tokens during the sign up. I think some of you also facing some issue related to the coupon issue. So I think I would suggest you to utilize the 1 million token first during that you will get during the sign up before so it will not block you to develop your project. So this is, I think I briefly mentioned earlier. So there's a lot of available models. The newest one is our Qwen 3.7 Max. It can be best for the complex reasoning and hard tasks. And then Qwen 3.7 Plus and Qwen 3.7, 3.6 Flash. It's for the fast and cost efficient tasks. Okay, now I think let's build. So I want you to go to the quencloud.com and sign in if you haven't log in or sign up yourself. And then I think later you can maybe I give 5 minutes or 2 or 3 minutes lah, not 5 minutes. I think it takes so long to sign up and later you can follow along on the demo. Thanks, Keisha, for sharing the link. Okay, so if you already done with the login, please give me some reactions on the chat so we can continue. Okay, I see one thumbs up. Samir already done as well. Maybe we wait until 1 more minute. Oh, I got hearts. More thumbs up. Nice. Okay. Okay. More thumbs up. Okay, thank you. I think let's continue. Uh, so in QuanCloud platform, actually, you can try the playground here. So if you go to quent.com and then search try AI. Actually, you can use this as a playground. You can switch your models here. Like you can use Happy Horse, Qwen 3.7, and others to do conversations with the AI actually. And then I think for the demo, the recommended model is 3.7, but we can also enable the thinking mode for this model. But for I think let me move to this first. Give me 1 second. Let me move to my code. Yeah, so I think if you already go to the link that I shared earlier, um, this is the tail code that you can use to run. So basically, this is a sample code using Python. Um, and then for the sample document that I sent you, it didn't have the API key. So I think feel free to go to the quen.com to get your own API key. This is how you can do it. Let me go back to my Quen cloud so I can demo to you how to find the API key. Give me 1 second. Eh, This one. Okay. So if you want to find your API key or generate new API key, you can go here and then go to the API key tab, and you can generate up to 50 API key in this one. So if you want to create a new one, you can just click here and then add some descriptions, demo, for example. And then you can click here to copy your API key, and then it will add it to your account. And you can activate or turn off your API key. So you can just use this one this toggle to activate or deactivate your API key. So then I think the API key that you got here, let's move back to the Sublime documents. And you can switch here. You can add the new API key actually. Okay. Hopefully my Sublime is big enough so you can see. So let's demo the agent first, like how this agent works. Let me move tab again to my terminal. Okay. Let me see if I can run it. So you can see my terminal, right? So here, I run the code the sample code earlier. And I want to ask my agent to plan a trip to Bali from Jakarta.
We're not seeing your terminal. We're seeing the
Oh,
quencloud.com.
okay, sorry. Thanks. Wait, give me 1 second. This one? Can you see the white terminal?
No, still seeing the website. I see it
Okay,
tried to flicker.
let me stop sharing first then. Okay. How about now?
Perfect.
Okay. I think my Zoom is sorry. I think give me 1 second. My Sublime is opening in the wrong tab. Okay, this one. Yeah, terminal. Okay, now you can see my white terminal, right?
Yes, now I can see.
Okay. Sorry, I'm switching a lot of tabs today.
No worries.
Oh, yeah. So this is the UI of my agent actually. And I want to ask my agent to build a trip plan for Bali. I'm going to Bali from Jakarta for 2 days. Let's see how it works. Hopefully it's not broken. Because usually if live demo sometimes happens. Yeah, so basically the agents divided into it can detect where is your destinations is, and then what is they are thinking about your interests. So I think the first one is they are thinking that I like culture, um also nature, and then my agent also tried to get the weather in Bali, and then also the estimated budget for Bali. And then it come with some planning. Um, I think for me it's quite correct. So Tirta Ampul Temple is in Bali, correct? Ubud Market also in Bali, and it's created 2 days itinerary actually. So yeah, I think it works fine. So the next thing I think it can also help me to create trip proposals if you want. So I will ask my agent to create the proposal in HTML file, but I think it's not too pretty. Create a trip proposal in HTML file for me. Okay, I think this features is broken, so I need to fix it later. But you got the base code, so feel free to adjust as well later. Let's continue with the presentations. 1 second. Let me move to my Chrome. Okay, this one. Let me stop share so it will not flickering again. Okay, this one. Yeah, so earlier what I did is we already create the you already see the demo, right? So basically what I do with the code is I give my agent a brain. Um, the brain here, if you can see, it's in here. Oh, maybe I'll just show my desktop. I think it's easier to move around. Okay, can you see my whole desktop now?
I see
Okay.
your screen. Yeah. The
Yeah,
give your
okay.
agent a brain. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, do you see this one? The subline?
The what?
Okay. I don't think you see it.
Yeah.
Let me, sorry. Let me reshare the screen again. Okay. Now you can see my whole screen.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
can see your whole screen
Okay.
and yeah. Mhm.
So basically, this is the brain that I give to my agent. So I'm asking my agent to become a travel research agent, where the agent can discover amazing destinations, do plan trip itineraries, and found hidden gem on the destinations. I also give my agent personalities, so he must be adventurous, knowledgeable, and fun. So it can match with my energy as well. And then they can share some insider tips, as well as making the destination sounds exciting. So I will ask my agent to do the research and then check the weather, and when is the best time to visit, suggest the itinerary, recommend the hidden gems, provide practical tips, and generate PPT. I think for this one, it's kind of broken, so I will fix that later. And this is how the tools works. So it separate it will detect the destinations based on city or country names, and then get the weather, do estimated budget, and there's a lot of other functions that I created for this agent. How it's gonna called is actually on the agent below and the agent loop. So I call the client chat client here. So basically this client we define on the top here. So basically I give them the API to use on Qwen Cloud as well as my API key, so they can access the right models that I ask, which is for this sample I use Qwen Plus. I think it will directly call Qwen 3.7 plus. And then after that, I think it will do the it will call the models, and then pass the message that I type to the models, and then call the tools that I already defined earlier. Yeah. Yes, and then tool choice, I think I put that at auto. And also you can do if you want to do thinking mode, I think you can turn it on or off from the model side. But I think not all the models have the thinking features, so I think you will need to double check on Qwen Cloud documentations on this. Okay, I think that's the sample of the code, how you can actually create your own agent. For this case is the travel recommendations agent. Then next, I think let's continue on the slides. Can I confirm if you see my PPT again, or it's still the Sublime documentations?
Yeah, we see the presentation.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, so the agents enable search destinations, weather, estimated budget, because we defined it in the code as well. And I think we do the testing earlier. So I think we are good. So this is the flow actually, how the agent works. You can try different type of prompts as well on the models. This is how you can access the API. I think we mentioned briefly as well earlier. Some pro tips, I think you can give your model personalities, so it can be more fun. And then you can use it as a chain tools. For example, earlier, it can do search, weather, forecast, budgeting, itinerary in one sequence. And then you can add some constraints as well. Earlier I mentioned in the brain that the agent can include hidden gems, what local loves, and also it can use multi-turn. Multi-turn is actually the agent can ask me questions as well, similar to the one that earlier, something like this. Would you like to generate la 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 la, something like this? So it can they can also get our feedback. Okay. Uh, Next, I think if you want, you can do MCP integration, so you can connect it into Slack, Telegram, or others. Also, you can explore always on agent and multi-agent system. So I think earlier I just only used one agent, and then you can also do use custom tools. Okay, next I think here's some resources that you can see and use for your hackathon. I think later maybe we on the follow-up email we can include that as well, so you can check. And yeah, I think that's about the demo on Qwen Cloud. Uh, we are open for questions right now. Let me see the FAQ sections.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we do have a couple of questions.
Sure.
One of the first ones, there's a requirement to document cloud deployment. Does that mean proving our use of Qwen Cloud hosted models, or do we have to deploy to Alibaba Cloud as the backend and demonstrate that too?
It will be possible. So first, of course, the use of Qwen Cloud is mandatory for the hackathon. Whether you will need to deploy to Alibaba Cloud, I think it's gonna be a plus point if you can do the deployment. So from the judge's perspective later, when we check your agent, we can try it live as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that's the answer for this. Hopefully it's answer your questions.
All right.
Okay.
And another question, can an API key be restricted to only work with a specific model or models? For example, if I want
Mm.
to share an API key with a teammate for a subset of models we're using for our project.
I think right now our API key is open for all the models, but let me get back to you on these questions maybe after the call. I'll confirm with our technical teams on this. But as far as I know, the API key is generic API key that can be used to all the models that we have.
Okay.
Okay,
I
next.
I
I don't
see.
maybe it's
Yeah, I
not.
don't know if anyone has asked, but my biggest blocker has been unable to access Alibaba Cloud free tier, keep running into verification issues, raised a lot of tickets. So yeah, wondering about when they get the coupon for the Coin Cloud.
Yeah, so I think first thing that I see from these questions is about the verification issue. Can I confirm with you, is it because you are not able to get the OTP from us, or is there any specific issue that you are facing in terms of the verifications so it keep looping you back?
Yeah, let us know, Olamide. In the meantime, while you're responding to that, Olamide, I'm seeing a recurring question on if they can use LangGraph or LangChain.
For the deployment, is it?
I think deployment, they didn't specify. Just can we use frameworks like LangChain, LangGraph with Qwen, or do we do all the work custom? I guess. Do they do all the work themselves versus leveraging LangGraph? Maybe
So
done. Yeah.
So I think for us, the mandatory things that we want to see from your project is how you utilizing the Qwen Cloud. So if by using that framework, can also showcase that you are using Qwen Cloud as a platform, I think we are okay with that. But yeah, just to ensure that um, you are still using the Qwen Cloud as the main platform, so not using uh deployment. I know some. I think there's some questions on the email asking about can we deploy Qwen and then in our server and then directly hit the API, for example. I think we don't want that, so we want you to use the API base from the Qwen Cloud for this hackathon.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm seeing some questions around being stuck on payment completion. I think I saw some questions around do they need to leverage using like a card on file to use the coupon?
Yeah, so for coupon, I will show you.
Hmm.
So because I think when you created a new account, you are by default getting the free trial, right? So in your console, let me go to the Quenco console. You need to turn off the free tier in order for you to use our Quen Cloud coupon. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. This one in usage. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me find the right link for you. So
Hmm.
there is sections where you need to toggle off the to stop the API to hit the free trial mode. So yeah, give me 1 second. The API. Oh, I think it's because I'm using my test account. Okay, let me use this. Let me log in using my Gmail account. Okay.
Okay. And then if
Okay.
you're sharing your screen, we don't see it.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Let me try to log in first because earlier I used my another account.
Okay, amazing. And then I'll look at any other questions we
Yep.
have. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm seeing a question on like if they can see how to deploy on Alibaba or Qwen Cloud, like a kind of like a brief demo.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Sure. I think for how to deploy, I will share like one pager documents later.
Hmm.
Uh, because I need to double check if my test account has the Alibaba one or not. Okay, free quota, this one. This one. Hmm, Second, let me find the right link.
And then just to answer some other questions on are BS computer science what first year students, beginners encouraged to apply? I would definitely say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do have some age restrictions, but it's based on country.
Mm.
So I think you can double check with your eligibility in your countries. If you are um, above legal age, I think definitely you can join.
Oh. And you can refer to the rules and also the front page of the hackathon to see any exclusions or restrictions. So I would definitely check that out first.
Yes. Ah, okay. I found the link finally. Okay, let me share my screen.
Mhm.
I want to see how they can turn off the free quota mode.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Think let me share in the chat. 1 second. Okay, you can go to that link. And then you can see here, I still have some for audio. I think there's some remaining free quota. So you can basically turn on or turn off the free quota here. But if I think you need to turn off this if you want to use the coupon. So because if you have this on, it will directly consume the free quota and will not use the coupon benefit.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. So for the coupon, I think later you can find it as well here. Um, this is the link. So yeah, I'll copy and paste in the group chat as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, for this account, I don't have the coupon, so it didn't show here.
Okay, and then next question. Okay, Olamide got back to us on blockers they're having with the Alibaba Cloud free tier. Basically, the issues that Alibaba support is saying they need a card number to be on the bank statement, but in Nigeria, bank statements don't come with card numbers. So, wondering if there's any workarounds possibly available.
Okay, so I think can you help to email me on your case and then the ticket number so I can check internally as well? Um I let, can you send to this email? Heck.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
So please send me the details of the issue regarding the verifications so I can follow up internally for your specific case.
Hmm. Okay. One of the questions is, how long does it take for coupons to be dispersed? So after they fill out the form or fill out the voucher, how long does that take?
Yes. So, because we need to do verifications for your account as well as on DevPost if you are registered. So usually, in normal case, it will take around 2 or 3 days. But currently, we currently have quite a lot of submissions
Mhm.
from the participants. So we do still have some backlog. So please bear with us. So that's why also I suggested you to try the free trial first.
Mhm.
So it will not block you from starting and brainstorming for your projects. So yeah.
Okay. All
Any
right. Any other, I think those are a majority of the questions. Any other questions about Alibaba, about Qwen Cloud specifically? I saw some around the same about credits.
how do I
Oh,
sign for the coupon? So I saw the last questions I think on the chat.
mhm.
So how you sign up for the coupon is basically you need to register to DevPost. That's the first thing. And then let me open our hackathon page as well. You can see my screen, right? On the Qwen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just to ensure. So here, there's a button um, where you can claim your vouchers. Yeah. So you just click here and then fill out the form, and it will be on the going to the review stage as the next steps.
Perfect. Awesome. Someone asks, one of the requirements of track three is measurable efficiency gain over single agent baselines. What metrics do you value?
I think for this part, you can give us your suggestions on how you calculate your efficiency as well. So how you convince the judge is one of other thing here, like how you sell your product to the judge later.
Mhm. And then Muhammad, for deploying on Alibaba, we'll include that in the one pager, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll include that in one pager.
Okay, perfect.
So basically, for deploying Alibaba Cloud, there's two ways. First one, you can use ECS, or the other one, you can use our Simple Application Service or SAS. So I think I'll include those two guidelines for you in the one pager that we will give as a follow up email after these sessions.
Okay. Someone says my account didn't have the button auto stop when free quota, like you showed on the screen, so they couldn't disable it.
Okay. It's weird.
Mhm.
Maybe I think after this, can you email me with the UID so I can double check as well?
Perfect. Okay, and we answered majority of these. Any other questions? Okay, I'm seeing some. Yeah, okay. Majority around the coupons. I think that is all, unless we have any other questions about. Oh, okay. Can you reshare your email, Feb?
Oh, I think I uh can you help me
Yeah,
to
I got
share?
you. I got you.
Yeah.
I
Because
know.
I cannot find everyone in the in the two part. Thank
I
you.
got you. Perfect. All right. I just shared the email in the chat. So for any questions around, yeah, just like the technicality.
Verifications.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can email
verification.
me regarding verifications. Um, Verifications and some questions related to the button that didn't show up. Send me your UID so I think I'll have to check with our internal team.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, if these are the only questions left, we'll get those answers to you shortly. And for any questions we didn't cover today, especially for any questions that pop up about Qwen Cloud, please feel free to put them in the discussions channel of the Hackathon page, but also join the Qwen Cloud Discord as well, and you can continue to ask questions there. All right. And just a reminder, and I did, like I said, I posted the email to ask any questions around verification. But just a reminder that this was recorded. We'll also send a formal sort of like FAQ document of the questions that we went over today if you also need that physical representation of those answers. But if you haven't registered for the hackathon, we highly recommend that you do so. We're really excited to see what you all build. And yeah, Mohammed. Yeah, the email is right up above.
Oh, I think you send only to host.
Oh, did I? Oh, that's why. My bad. I've been sending stuff not to everyone. That's wild. Global Hackathon at Alibaba. Inc.com. There we go. Okay, there we go. I put the
Thank
email in
you.
the chat. Sorry. All right. And then the last thing, if this was useful, and you want to let us know how this build session was, but also for future reference to let us know what would be useful for these kind of build sessions, these Q&A sessions, would appreciate if you filled out this survey form, which technically kind of puts you in a raffle to get some DevPost swag as well. And so we pull from the respondents from that periodically. But let us know just how this session went for you. What did you learn? If this kind of helped you move to the next stage in your build journey. And thank you so much for attending, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. And yeah, we'll
Thank you.
post. Thank you, Feb. We'll email as well with any links to the resources that were shared today.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye from Quen. Capybara.